That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting live from Florida, Europe. This is most badass. You can broadcast it out. The Don't Land. I'm Tommy C. This is Shot from the Point. Jeff is coming in on Thursday. Matt's behind the glass. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Apart from my hip being on fire, I'm good.
So, old Johnny boy, making steps in the right direction.
I sense sarcasm in your voice.
Oh, no. John's not a psychopath anymore. He's perfect.
Oh,
really? Did you check your psychology book, Tommy?
What's that? Yeah, did I get to the DMC-5 or whatever it's called? What is it called?
I think that's
Wow,
that's amazing.
Well, some of you have heard what I've said about John in the past, and you might be thinking, like, how can you defend him? I'm not really going to defend him. I think I'm going to piss some people off. I said over the wall, I want to say 90% of the video I really liked. It seems really factual. It lined up with everything that I knew, that I looked into on my own. I will wait till Technicals comes out with this video. He certainly has to address what's in this video. If he doesn't, he's just going to try to do it on Cloud Capital alone, and I won't be impressed. But you know, I think there's some minor criticisms. There's some very minor criticisms for me in this video for John. None of it has to do with the overall case. More it has to do with presentation. You know, that being said, I think overall, at least unless there's something I don't know, I think he's made a really good point. At one point in the video, I think the weakest part of Technical's video was the
that's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
He didn't confess. That was a suicide note. John tears that apart. So what he's saying? He's saying that he didn't confess? Well, no, I'm telling you it's a suicide note. But did he do it or not? When he said he did it, does that mean he did it? It's a suicide note. I mean, John eats that for breakfast. I think with a little help from Nick on a tweet. It makes no sense. It never made any sense to me. I'm consistent on this one. That's bullshit. It really doesn't matter. If he tried to, what does Jeremy say? Self-deletion or not. You can go fly to goddamn Switzerland and go in a self-deletion pod. They're selling those now. You hear about that?
That's a lot of money.
I did read about that. It looks terrifying.
Yeah, it does. Do you ever watch what was that stupid TV show, Futurama?
Yeah.
That's actually one show I did not watch.
Yeah, it's a horribly underrated show. They had they had suicide booths.
Yeah,
right.
It looks insanely claustrophobic.
In the show, in the show they had suicide. Now Switzerland has approved them. A suicide machine.
That's a lot of money,
because it's legal over there, and it's actually kind of a problem because Germans go over there and that want to kill themselves that aren't terminally ill, and they're able to kind of finagle their way around this Swiss system.
Because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you can do it's like legalized euthanization.
Yeah. It's legal over there. It's not legal in Germany. So what they do is, all the people that are suicidal find ways to get themselves killed over in Switzerland, which is sick.
Yeah,
that's the story.
See, if they did it in America, it'd cost like $2.5 million. So I don't think anyone's going to do it.
Yeah. Actually, I'll do it for $10,000. That's usually, that's usually the going rate for a hit. I'm told.
So some might say that'll cause a pandemic.
I'm not going to go over the whole video. Where's Jeff? Where Jeff? There you are.
My name's Jeff.
I'm not going to go over the whole video. I just think the points I think were well done, and I'll do one part that it's me being nitpicky. And then, I also first I want to start off with this because this is funny, and it actually goes into my narrative about this whole situation because, there's going to be a lot of people that are gonna have a hard time with me saying this is a good video. And the reason I'm saying this is a good video is because it's factually correct, not because I think anything that I think John's a great guy. And I really wonder, like, I don't know why somebody has to be a great guy to make a good video. Think about that. Like, it's either right or it's wrong. It's a binary situation. So here, this is funny though. You'll laugh at this. Pig. Thank you so much.
They had their reputations completely ruined and deserve a second chance. Technicals was able to vindicate these people, and with that, he achieved a certain level of credibility within the space. But some people are better left to the side. I know Tech likely feels a lot of attachment to these topics since...
Can you connect? He's right. He's not wrong.
It's affected him on a personal level in the past. But I believe that he's let his emotions get the best of him.
He really should have just said, and I get that. I've been there. That's what he should have said.
When you're working with delicate cases such as these, it's important not to let facts be dictated by your feelings. It pains me to say this.
I can't believe you said this. I cannot believe you said this. He pains me. I cannot believe you said what he's about to say.
But I don't think I can take any future Technicals video at face value anymore. And I invite you to ask yourself the same thing.
Pot, kettle, black.
Okay.
Admittingly, it's two different stratospheres on subjects, but the fact that he had the cast iron balls to say that is hysterical. But again, he's not wrong. And I told you to not take John at face value. And what face value means, it doesn't mean complete dismissal. Technically paid John to do visual work for the video and discredit him, but John disagreed with it. Yeah, I'm sure. That's not what I'm doing right now. Thank you so much, Nick. No, when somebody says at face value, all right, it's like, all right, who am I going to... I take Moist Critical. I'm pretty much going to take most of his stuff at face value because it's so well done. And there's a certain trust level, all right? That doesn't mean that you can't take, like... and I wouldn't take Technicals at face value either. But if he's telling the truth in the future, then he's telling the truth. It's a binary situation. And I can pretty much make the same argument for John. At face value, I was like, looked at it. I think it's on the money. That's it. So it goes back to, I've said this before, when a murderer tells you not to kill, just because he's a hypocrite, does that make him wrong? So John is a hypocrite. John is a liar. But I don't know if any of those lies or hypocrisies, other than what we just played, are actually in the video. So, all right, I'm not taking John at face value. There's two really damning things in this. Actually, I don't know, what should I do first? Should I play where John absolutely railroads this situation? Or should I go... No, I'll do that first, I think. John's probably wondering why I typed in his thing over here. Was it this?
Unfortunately, we still haven't...
Yeah, I want to play the entire Zero's back situation. The entire one. This is where I think he does absolutely the best job. And it kills this whole... But it's a suicide note! It was a suicide note. What does that mean? The suicide note was a red herring. That's all it ever was. It doesn't mean anything. He either made the confession or he made it under duress and didn't tell the truth. They don't even he doesn't say, I made that. No one has ever said, I made that confession. It wasn't true. I made it up under duress. Nobody said that. They just say, it's a suicide note. Oh, kill yourself. I mean, really? Oh, God. But this is where John hit it out of the park. We'll go.
The next part of Technical's video serves two purposes. To further build his case why he believes Zero is not a pedophile, and to debunk this hyperbolic and stupid tweet made by Leffen. I could think of several ways to cover this tweet, but the angle that Technicals chooses honestly shocked me.
That's Team Zero. I'm in the wrong fucking one. Where's Zero's return? Sorry, wrong one.
I think it's important that we discuss Zero's response when he returned. I wanted to put it earlier on in the video, but I couldn't find a place to weave it in nicely, so it's going in here. Zero starts off his video by promoting Technicals' work and discussing the document created by Jisoo.
To start off, you probably heard of all of this from a document made by Jisoo, which was then later spread by multiple media outlets. This document contains a very large amount of lies, falsehoods, big exaggerations, and honestly, it is nothing more than a piece to assassinate my character and ruin my image.
Probably true.
To the general public. There is a lot to go over, but the easiest and best way to learn the truth is to watch these two videos made by Technicals, with one of them actually being released today. Technicals did extensive research for half a year to really dig the truth, interviewed many people, gathered so much evidence, and honestly, he put two pieces together that could explain what really happened better than I could with my own words.
But the most contentious part comes around 2 minutes in when he gets to his confession that I mentioned earlier.
You have also probably heard of a so-called confession from my part. Simply put, this document...
What does that mean? So-called? I know who called it a confession. You! You're like, so-called. No one, not Technicals, not Zero, has come out and said this is bullshit. I think I know why. It's not.
Is nothing more than a suicide letter that I wrote during...
There it is. It's a suicide letter. What does that mean?
In a tremendous mental breakdown. I had fully planned to take my life right after posting that document because I pretty much lost all faith in that scenario, seeing so many of my close friends deciding to take the situation, to throw me under the bus for personal gain, seeing how people...
What's that got to do with you talking to an underage girl? Like zero. Nothing. Get it?
For reacting in general, and me just feeling like I could not defend myself properly. Pretty much took the last bit of hope that I had left, and I decided not just to give up, but to sabotage myself on purpose.
So I guess he's saying now he's saying, and it's probably because you know the messages have been long deleted. I think Skype only holds him for a couple years. Now he's just going to sabotage himself. This is where John shines.
What does that even mean? It sounds to me like Zero is saying that in his darkest moment, he admitted to stuff that he never did to ensure his career would be completely over. That could not be what it's supposed to mean, but it's so vague that really...
Yeah. You could make it up. We could mean anything. It's less for us to why. What were we talking about behind it? Well, like you were saying, Matt, wouldn't you tell the truth? Well, I was saying, like, wouldn't you tell the truth if you're just about to off yourself? And you were like, what was your fucking stupid theory?
My stupid theory. I would say, like, it's possible that if you're committing suicide, you just destroy your character completely.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Here's the thing. If somebody's committing suicide, they're not rational. First of all, both of those things that were just said by me and by you are not arguments. Did this happen or did this not happen? Yeah, I mean, it could be a red flag. You know, I lied on my suicide note. That's kind of weird. But it's not proof of anything. You have to get inside Zero's head. No. But this, like, again, this is where John, you know, he points something out.
Realistically, it could mean anything. I sabotage myself. Like, what? Apparently, Technicals hasn't received a solid answer from Zero on this matter either, but it's up to you whether you want to believe him on that. If we
No.
On
Thanks, John. Thanks for giving me permission, John.
Zero admitted to stuff he never did to ruin his career intentionally.
But they didn't say it. They didn't spell it out like that. They never said in the video, and Technicals never said in the video, and that was one of my things when I did it. Technicals video is bad. They never spelled it out. They let you, you know, kind of up to your imagination to what the suicide letter means, and that is deception. That is extremely deceptive. They didn't come out and say, I didn't mean this. This isn't true. I was in a crazy place. No one has said that verbatim. The closest thing is what Zero's, I sabotaged myself. Okay, elaborate. They didn't.
There are a few things that just don't make sense. The first time we see the twit longer in Technical's video, he actually alters it to remove around 2/3 of it. The rest of the statement is actually pretty important, so let's have a read of the rest.
Hey, I can't sleep, and I just can't take this back and forth. I don't think it makes sense to keep this going. I just want this all to stop and for me to at least atone. I also want people to stop
atone.
Defending me.
You know what atone means?
I don't deserve it. Katie, the screenshot you guys were wondering about that ice cube thing, it's true. The claims that Katie makes are true in general. There are no graphic pictures of anything of the sorts, but it's unforgivable regardless.
Right there.
I want to just be clear about it here. There's more than one girl I spoke to in the 2014 period a bit earlier. Her name is Laura, Originally, she never told me she was underage. She says she was
He admits to another one.
older than me. I have screenshots of this, but it doesn't matter nor make it better. But years later, she contacted me and said she was actually underage. I apologized to her privately recently and told her I feel absolutely terrible about it. There's no graphic pictures or anything either.
What a coinky dink.
That was exchanged.
What timing?
And she's from another country. I really want to atone, and I just want the discussion to stop.
What to atone?
I don't know if you caught that, but Zero actually defends himself in several portions in this twitlonger.
So much for sabotage. Game, set, match. So much for sabotage. If he was going to sabotage, why would he defend himself in any part ever? You know, good on, I don't know if Nick picked that up or John picked that up, but this is really just like, it's horseshit. First of all, it smells of horseshit even without this part. Because it's like nobody ever came clear, like, I didn't say this didn't happen. I did it under duress to do what fucking Matt was saying. No one has ever been that clear. Technicals has admitted that exactly. That is a major red flag. That is a major red flag. You can take what you've seen thus far and dismiss the suicide claim completely. No, it simply doesn't make sense. Why would he defend himself in one area and not the other? And yes, it does make more sense that he would tell the truth on the way out. And it does make more sense that if you're writing a suicide note, all right, I did these horrible things, but I didn't do that. And that's the truth. Bye. That makes a hell of a lot more sense than self-sabotaging. I'm telling you, and here's another thing I don't believe it was self-sabotaging. Because we've seen this stuff in one of my past streams. Zero wanted revenge against Katie. The biggest problem with Technical's video is there is absolutely no remorse for Katie. It's poor Zero. Look how he fucked up himself. Yeah, and Jisoo told a bunch of lies and added on to it. Jisoo made this situation worse, but she really is a nut. Muddying the water just to get goddamn clicks and likes so she can feel good about herself. Hey, Jisoo, you're a horrible trash can of a human being, and you've made this situation much harder. If you ever wanted to get technicals, you probably should have kept your mouth shut, because he would have had no video then. I mean, Jesus, what a stupid bimbo. God. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense that he's sitting. So let's go. So he's not. So he's lying about the Ice Cubes and Katie thing, but he's not lying about the graphic pictures of any sort. Let's flip that on his head. Is he telling the truth about the graphics? but you know, like, or he's lying about Katie?
Which one?
But he's not, or is he not lying about Katie, but telling the truth about the graphics? I mean, like the graphic pictures. Yeah, this makes no sense whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. I pretty much, I honestly hope Technical's video is short, because this is the only explanation I'm mildly interested in. I mean, this is like redonkulous to quote a old 2000 saying. It is utterly redonkulous. It's completely insane. Now, I want you guys to listen. I'm going to punish you through this. I want you to listen to Katie's testimony that Zero said was true. And it is difficult to listen to. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Oh, boy.
Dear Zero, my name is Katie. I used to be in the Smash community. I was 14 years old during our conversations on Skype from September 2014 to January 2015. We met online when you were streaming on Twitch, and I messaged you over chat. You seemed to take an interest in me and gave me your Skype username. I, starstruck, made a Skype just for this and began chatting with you. I'll note that I was decently educated when it came to internet safety, but it mainly regarded things like don't message a stranger and whatnot. But you weren't a stranger. You were Zero, a top player. You won the E3 Invitational and several tournaments before. Having any attention from someone like you was mind-blowing to me.
I swear to God, my daughter comes back here. Except she comes here, I'm going to take her Smash game away from her.
That's what made me an easy target. I was a young girl enraptured with the idea of being friends with someone I looked up to and admired. You used me in this state to flirt, manipulate, and ask for sexual favors from me. To remind you, this is what happened in our conversations. You called me kitty, kitten, honey, all mine, while flirting the entire time.
Tell me some more about you. Like, what do I not know about you?
Oh, I'm 14. I'm a girl. I'm smart, but I love Smash. Also, do you think that we could video chat one day? Sometime? Not now. You don't have to.
Yeah, sure we could.
Go, Zero, go! Imagine me with pom-poms and a cheerleader outfit or something.
Lamau, adorable.
Thanks. Wait, you, the legendary Zero, just called me adorable?
Yeah, you're an adorable cutie.
Thanks.
So adorable.
No, seriously, this is like a big deal for me. You're like one of my role models / favorite persons. Just, I'm your official adorable cheerleader. Seriously, I'm blushing so hard right now.
Adorable cutie.
Oh, be quiet.
But you loving it. Can't lie to me.
Yeah, I am.
Lol, you are so adorable. OMG, too much.
Stop.
Kitty cat Katie.
See,
Was he under duress during this?
You're
going crazy for me. You just love it. You're loving
Well,
it,
it's a
girl.
bluff, Tommy. He's
So
bluffing.
loving.
You manipulated me. For example, you called me a pervert and made me believe it when in reality I was being goaded to say things by you.
Kate, you a perv though. It's okay. You growing up. It's gonna happen. You are still a baby.
You also told me I was your secret, and so I couldn't tell anyone about our conversations. Do your viewers know why you're probably falling off your seat right now?
No.
Another thing this shows what's more important, because I'm not, you guys know me. I'm not, like, somebody makes an allegation on Twitter, all right? I don't take that at face value either. Everything in her explanation, was what John's trying to show, lines up with the screenshots we do have. I'm more likely to take her at face value for any evidence that she doesn't have. That makes more sense to me. That's more logical.
You're my secret.
What? I'm your secret? Defuzz does that mean?
You're such a cutie. Mad adorable girl. Yeah, no one knows what we're doing.
Wait, what? I'm your adorable girl. That's really creepy, but also really cute. I mean, what?
You call it creepy, but you love it. You're like, I hate you, but love this and this.
No.
Yes,
I will never admit it.
you're loving it. Predictable. I just know it.
I won't admit it, ever.
Yes.
Never. Zero, please. The worst offense I can remember is that you asked me to masturbate with ice and take pictures. I lied when I told you I masturbated as you asked, and then I declined sending you pictures. The worst part of all of this is that I did not take screenshots of this particular situation since I was so embarrassed by it. You wanted to make this activity a habit, that every 2 weeks I would do what you say for a day.
I promise I'll be normal. If every 2 weeks we could do something like that, or in that day.
That lines up. Was he under duress when he said that?
I could go all in.
That's a lot of money.
Swear
I
on the
guess,
river
for
Styx?
a person
Jason,
of color.
I promise you. As long as you promise me that those days you are all mine.
Fine. Here's why I never came out about this. I blamed myself. I admit that I was extremely enthusiastic in our conversations because I was just enamored with the fact that I was talking with the top player. I idolized you, and you used that to your advantage. But don't take it as, oh my god, Zero's so hot. No,
By the way, Dr. Skipper, you were a very sexy man.
no, not that
Should win
kind
an
of
Emmy
love.
for this.
Well, maybe a
You
little.
should.
I mean, what? But I love you like I want to be like you. I mean, I'll be your little cute, adorable kitty that's also your personal cheerleader when you need it. I'd probably do anything for you.
Talks like a child, too.
Not bad for a 14-year-old girl, huh?
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. I had no idea you felt so strong about me.
Oh, I thought you'd be surprised that she was 14. You gotta give Johnny credit. He knows how to get the effect.
I'm honored. You're adorable and very nice. We could definitely talk more and stuff. I'd like to know you some more.
But because I was so naive, I considered myself responsible for years and thought that my experience would be invalid because of my actions. I didn't take screenshots of the worst situations. The screenshots I have were actually when I was so starstruck that what I thought was happening to me was special, so I kept them for posterity. Only later did I realize that the messages you sent weren't good for me at all.
I believe her 100%. It lines up with her, what she's saying. She probably, I don't know if she could she even went to the cops. Jisoo made this worse. Jisoo kind of did for Jisoo kind of did what Turkey Tom did for Pyro here
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. Not that Turkey Tom did anything close to this, but he gave him the wormhole.
All.
I love how you react so funny to things. Mad adorable. It's like when you rub a cat's belly and then they just roll around.
You will not rub my belly.
Yeah, why only do that?
Despite the wave of stories that have been told lately, I believe I will still receive immense backlash. She wants attention. She just doesn't like him. But trust me, I wish this never happened. And I wouldn't wish this amount of mental...
You know, if you were in your 20s and saw yourself, 14-year-old self, writing like that, that might have an effect on you. Have we heard from Katie since?
No.
I think that adds to her credibility.
stress on anyone as well. These months of my life have haunted me for years. Ever since we stopped talking, it's been in the back of my mind. Whenever I saw a video of you, or saw you talking to other top players I admired, or saw a fan talk about how great of a person you were, I would feel sick to my stomach. And this feeling has been growing even stronger these past few days, telling me that I have to say something. And
she probably was inspired by the Me Too movement that happened in Smash. It spilled over to Street Fighter 2, and they got rid of Mr. Wizard, which is great.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Me Too movement in Smash.
I have to speak up to end this conflict. All I want now is closure, a genuine apology. I was a kid back then. I was stupid. But you are an adult, and you should have taken responsibility and said no. You never should have encouraged any of it.
What grade are you in?
She writes like an adult.
9th, so I'm a freshman.
You know, I didn't notice there's no woke fucking crap in there. There's no like references to some like buzzwords or nothing like it. It's just straight and to the point.
Yeah.
There's no politics. There's nothing. There's just, I was 14. You were an adult. You hurt me. That's it. That's all that's there. Now, again, I don't like this stuff going on Twitter. But, you know, people have a right to come out and say what happened to them. There's no doubt about it. I think what happens is when that gets normalized, then you get all the fakers out there. But among those fakers, there are probably people telling the truth. He probably didn't even know what a freshman was. 9th grade, I'm a freshman.
OMG, you're a baby hand. Haha, adorable. Smash skills don't matter, kitty. You'll grow out of it eventually.
I'm now an adult, as old as you were when we first talked, and I could not imagine ever talking to a minor the way you talked to me. You knew what we were doing was unacceptable, and you should have stopped it way earlier than we did. I realize that you have the power to reject everything I accuse you of that I don't have evidence for. I understand that this...
And it looks like he did. With a suicide note.
Was 5 years ago, and that you have very likely matured and changed since it happened. But I want you to realize the effect you've had on me. I've grown as a person too, but I've had this burden on my heart for years, and I want to let it go. I will very likely never return to the Smash community, in part because of what happened between us, but I want to close the book on this situation for good. Signed, Katie.
That was an incredible job. I please explain that to me, Technicals. John did an incredible job by using her exposed, I guess, I don't know, twit long or whatever, and juxtaposing with the evidence that they did have. And I am at liberty to believe that the stuff that she didn't save is probably true, considering the fact that A, Zero confessed to it, and B, his excuse for the confession not being true is completely unbelievable. And that's putting it mildly. It's actually a fucking joke and an insult to my intelligence. I don't even know. I don't know even what to say after that. You know, and let me tell you something. I'm no lover of. You're gonna bring John's credibility and said, okay, fucking fine. Here, I'll even add to it. I don't think he even did this video for the right reasons. I think he did it to get back in. So what? It's true. Is Technicals going to come out and say everything John did in this particular segment is untrue or misleading or what have you? I kind of doubt it. Barring some kind of bombshell that I'm not aware of, I think he'll either ignore it or use the cloud capital move. Start calling everybody grifters. Bring up the fact that John's situation with Dream. That's what I think he'll do today. But that doesn't debunk any of this stuff. This is the evidence we do have. So you take this video and then you take Technical's video where he glosses over this part, which is really important. This should not have been omitted. This is another strike against Technical's last video. This should not have been omitted. I think Technicals knows his community really well. I think suicide's like a big thing, and I think he knew how to use it. Because people are so, but it was a suicide note. Wasn't a very good one. Get it? I don't even know what else to say. But Dr. Skipper's sexy, and he gave me a boner. What else did I have here? I guess is this my only, what was this part right here?
Unfortunately, we still have a little to go.
What?
I think it's important
That's
that we
a lot
discuss.
of money, I guess.
Oh, no. That's what we just did. Recruit legendary. God, I'm going to throw up. I can't look at Ice Cubes the same way. I don't know why Ice Cube and a fucking pussy would be hot to begin with, but whatever.
Well, that technically, the way ice is kind of made up, it'd probably be cold.
I will make a criticism of the video, but this is really a criticism for both of them. And it's me nitpicking, I'll be perfectly honest.
Files like children. Repeat offenders literally cannot help themselves. It's classified in the DSM-5 as a paraphilic disorder, which means that they have persistent sexual urges or fantasies about children and act on them, or it causes them extreme distress or difficulty.
See, John tried to engage. I mean, I can almost see from Technical's point of view, I could see him going this route. John tried to engage in the, I'm not a pedophile, no, you are. And first of all, with what he had already, it's completely unnecessary. And neither of them are doctors. So he brings up the DSM-5. Like I said, it makes more sense from Technical's point of view because he's trying to show he's not a pedophile. John doesn't have to do this.
In their interpersonal relationships.
In this part of the video, Technicals completely misrepresents the DSM-5. I can't tell if this is due to pure ignorance or him trying to build a narrative, but I'll let you decide.
Go ahead, Dr. John.
In response to the question of, is Zero a pedophile, he references pedophilic disorder and reads out the qualifiers. But the only problem with this is that pedophilia and pedophilic disorder are two very different. And
not anybody are qualified to fucking, because you're diagnosing people. Both are. You're not doctors. And here's the thing: if you have the DSM-5, if you get a doctor, you could read it word for word, and it make perfect sense to a person who isn't a doctor. But a doctor's gonna be able to look at it and see all the nuance in that. And he's also gonna be able to say, yeah, that's true, but, and you guys aren't gonna do that because you don't have the training. So I think it's always a bad move to do this. And it makes you look ridiculous. I don't think it's important that Zero's a pedophile or not, because nobody can diagnose you. I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. You diagnosed John Swan for being a psychopath, and I stand by that. No, really, I didn't bring out the DSM-5, all right? It is hyperbole. I have no idea if John's a psychopath. Probably, but that's my feeling. I didn't bring out the DSM-5. All right. And I just think it's when you're making videos and you're pulling out legal books and you're pulling out this, unless you're a lawyer, unless you're a doctor, because here's the problem. You're setting yourself up for failure because all you have to do is get a doctor to say, yeah, I have an MD, I have a PhD, I have training in the D, I wrote the DSA, and this is why you're wrong in misreading that. And you wouldn't know it because you didn't go to school for it. So it's really nitpicking, but it's something John always likes to do. He likes to pull legal books. He likes to pull this. I don't know if I have to take both of them at face value. But at the same time, you can take John's information, look up the DSM-5 yourself, and come to your own conclusion. I think if you want to say Zero's a pedophile, you feel fucking free. I'm just talking for optics, and I think when you want to make a video, you don't want to give your opponent any wiggle room. So once you start getting the stuff that's in over your head, something you would need a doctorate to diagnose somebody, then don't do it. You don't have to. Look what Zero's comeback. Technical's video. That's it. You got him. The stuff that was omitted. The fact that Katie's stuff lines up completely with the Skype stuff that we have. Doesn't matter if fucking Zero's a pedophile or reaches the definition. It's just a stupid way to do things, in my opinion. The whole Smash creeps me out. Yeah, that's my thing. I went to Evo 2019, says as part of the creeps. I literally felt uncomfortable. It's funny. I used to, I wonder if this is the case too. I actually don't like when Evo, I think Smash is a fighting game. I think Smash is a great fighting game, right? And I always got mad. I always thought they were kind of being snooty by Evo kicking the Smash community out because they're not in there all the time and every year. I wonder if the reason, they're just looking for reasons to get rid of them because the guys are a bunch of creeps. I do wonder that now. And considering, I literally first learned about this Smash community prior, like the first was through Medicare, and that they all smelled and didn't take showers.
That's a
which
lot
is
of money,
funny.
I heard that about the Yu-Gi-Oh community too.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Tech is one of those started to play doctor. To me, it's just John Sweat throwing back in his face. Fair enough. You can believe that. My point is, that's not my point. My point is, neither should be playing doctor. And John doesn't have to play doctor. Put the pressure on fucking Tech to play doctor. That Tech isn't a better... Tech's like in a more reasonable position to do it. John doesn't have to. That's my point. And did he throw it back in the... Hey, I'll even go this far. Maybe John's right 100%. I don't know that. You don't know that at the end of the day. He's a fucking YouTuber, and he's a fucking jerk off to boot. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, you're diagnosing people. I don't think you should do it. Now, that doesn't mean you can't call somebody a pedophile if you think they're a creep, or a fucking psychopath if you think they're a nut job, or stuff like that. Yeah, use that language. It's hyperbole at the end of the day. But when now you're pulling out books, that's my only issue. That really is a minor thing. I think the whole video is fine otherwise. It's a really minor thing.
In fact, the DSM-5...
And again, I don't think John probably came into this for the right reasons. I think he did this to climb back in. I mean, if you really want to think about it, John's version of the suicide note was, I think I'm going to quit. Yeah, let's see John's suicide note. Let's look it up. This is John's suicide note. Because it is emotional play too, just like the suicide note is. I'm quitting. Here. Wait, I empathize a dream autocompleted when I wrote John Swan. I'm quitting. This was the same shit. So John's like capable of the same stuff. That doesn't mean he was wrong in the video. I'm quitting YouTube. This whole
Hello,
shit.
everyone. Today I just wanted to have a bit of a chat with you guys about the future of the channel and the future of
no new dramas popped up. Good thing one did.
Me making content here on YouTube. I don't really do this, especially not on this channel. Just sitting in front of a camera and just talk about things.
Oh yeah, it was the worst video ever. I actually did a whole stream on it. It's fucking great. But
yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. This is the same fucking type of emotional manipulation. You know, it didn't work. I don't know. I think very simply, Tech has more clout, and you can get the bullshit over depending on how much clout you got. Clout capital, baby. Clout capital. So I think Tech's going to have to spend a lot. I mean, I really don't even think this is. I think what John pointed out, you know, he's attached to these issues. That never came across more so. Let me see if I can find this shit. Here we go. And if he does a video about this, I'm certainly not going to be impressed. And I don't know how many other people will be. Maybe his own community. That's about it. But John's having a field day. It's funny because what he did to Pine Man is infinitely worse. When was it? This is not the one I wanted.
Oh no, that's another thing.
Explain me that later. That's not the one I want. I wanted the other one. Yeah, this thing.
Thank you, actual healthcare provider.
Actual healthcare provider. Start a YouTube channel. Complain about the Young Turks. All right, this thing right here. Your ace in the hole. I guess it's a game, right? Your ace in the hole is a dude that lost his credibility over creating fake stocks. Well, here's the thing. You're gonna have whether I'll tell you right now, Deck. He's a liar. I think he's a bit of a psychopath. He's a narcissist and egomaniac. But I don't know anything. Did he not tell the truth? Yeah, yeah. I didn't take him at face value. I actually paid attention to the video. All right. What did he? I'm really interested to see what John lied about. And if you're gonna make a video and say, well, he lied about Dream, that doesn't change your video. So yeah, he lied about. Yeah, he did. He did. He totally did in every fucking way. But that doesn't change the situation. Like not even a little bit. So if this is going to be what we're seeing in the future, then I won't be impressed like at all. I mean, whatever. I think this is on all sides more about clout and fucking ego than it is about anything else at this stage anyway. But yeah, John, yeah, we knew John was an opportunist. Big fucking surprise. He took this as an opportunity and did a good job. There you go. There you go. So it's just that simple, you know. Is did the fans forgive him, or maybe I'll take your calls if you want. Oh wait a minute, you said you had funny stuff.
The funny stuff was the DMs.
That wasn't that funny. That wasn't that funny.
I mean, Skipper's voice was funny.
Yeah, how you doing? Hey, my baby girl. You're my little pervert.
Well, I wouldn't constitute that as funny. I think Tommy found it.
Yeah, I found it like repulsive, but I have a 14-year-old, so that's maybe that's it. Like, jeez, yeah, I like Smash. You know, I think it's a great game. It's a fantastic game.
It is a great game.
I mean, my son, we stream it all the time. We're having a blast. It's a fantastic game. But the people who play it are fucking weirdos. Working on some gameplay commentary. You and Tom got me inspired. Oh, good for you, Nino Sauce. I think
Fuck yeah.
I'm having some internet issues over here, and the Tom thing kind of like fell flat. But I'm about to make a major announcement. Play a sound effect, Matt.
What?
Yeah, play a sound effect.
I don't have one.
You should start learning. You've had fucking a year. When's your anniversary?
January.
How long are we to January, Matt?
A month.
Who bought you a new computer, Matt?
You did.
Learn. Sit down with one of those jerks or something.
Gotcha.
God damn. I can't believe you're on wireless too. That ticks me off. I'd have bought you a new house. What do I got to do to have a cable run into your computer?
I don't know. I mean, I share a house with my parents, so...
Talk to them. What do I got to do to run a cable from the modem to your computer?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll pay for it.
I don't know what that takes.
All right. Maybe you hook it to your leg.
I mean, yeah, we can do that.
You plug it into your computer, put a hole in the wall, run the cord through various walls until it gets to your modem, depending on how far away it is.
Yes, sir. 15 minutes ago, I'll take fucking quick calls. One thing, if you want to talk about this, because I don't want to talk about this. But I do have an announcement, although it's going to be an oddball time. We have booked Count Dankula for next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern was it 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we have booked Dankula. I also would like to shout out, what is his name again? Get Greek. What was that? Where is that? I don't know. I'll go to my own fucking video and find it. I don't know where he is. Did I sub to him? I don't know. I think the pyrocynical thing is like kind of done, over with, and you really need to watch this video. I actually participated. This kid's got 159 subs, but he was the only one that took up my challenge, and he did a good job. Talks about the French girl, really puts the whole thing to rest. I think the whole thing. If there's anything uncovered, Pyro is allowed to get a lot of out of a lot of criticism because Tom's Google Doc, as we all know. But there was some stuff there, but it's not exactly a game changer like I said it was. Again, I thought it was at the time, but no, it's just people are. I think Pyrocynic's audience is a lot like the Smash community, and stuff like this doesn't bother them all that much. But I mean, Pyro's a liar, and he misrepresented stuff and what have you. So this is Get Greeked right here. Put him in the let's put some.
Got it.
Yeah, you got this. There you go.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, put that in there. And yeah, maybe give him new stuff in the future. He did a really good job. Kind of matter-of-factly handled this whole situation. And one thing, he didn't oversell or undersell it, or wasn't trying to get him or anything like that. But it's a pretty, I think it's a pretty solid video and some information that was out there, but nobody really picked up on. Pyro, I'm still thinking about using his video for something like this. Pyro, for some reason, knew about a guy who was in a group chat where they were, I guess, saying horrible things about him. And he got some dirt on this guy that was in that group chat, and apparently he was abusing girls or some shit. And he kind of said he would keep it quiet if he went in there and fucking broke up the group chat, and he did.
Huh.
And he admitted to it. And it's on his own Reddit page, in his own writing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's like, well, he didn't say I'm being hyperbolic, but he basically said, I'm gonna snitch on you unless you, fucking calm this out. And then the guy goes in the group chat and he's like, yeah, man, Pyro didn't do that. Pyro didn't. Then the group chat kind of split. Did not prioritize whoever he's victimizing. It was prioritized pyrocynical, which is not a surprise because he is just a YouTuber. Just a YouTuber. All right. What do you want, Angry Slug?
Should have came out with a suicide letter.
Yeah,
hold on,
I had a suicide note. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Slug, you're on.
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm still fucking Steve DeLeve's mom while he beats his ex-fiance.
Okay.
Well, didn't that guy Didn't that guy go over the top in harassing Steve DeLeve?
Slug?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Fuck 'em
Definitely.
both.
I mean, I saw you going on a rant on Twitter. I
Oh,
think
it was the greatest
yesterday.
thing of all fucking time, Jeff. It was a wonderful thing.
I
Nothing
saw
made
like
me
two of them
happier.
online.
I actually went
Oh
out.
my god! I just saw like 4 of them right there. What the fuck?
Yeah, Steve DeLeve. Steve DeLeve. So I guess Edwin was dating a girl. I guess he was in his late 20s and she was 20.
He's still dating her, yeah.
Yeah, he's still with her now. So this is like, what, 5 years ago or some shit?
Okay.
Yeah, it was back in 2017.
Okay. And she was 20 at the time. And get this, Jeff. He bought her a beer underage. Can you believe that? She drank alcohol underage.
Put him up against the fire.
Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking months away from turning 21.
Squad right now.
I literally hand cigarettes to fucking 5-year-olds all day just to piss off Steve DeLeve. Yeah, I did. When I went to a kindergarten, I was like, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
So I like
nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah, so what was my? This is the greatest picture ever. This one right here.
I'm pretty sure I fucking. I'm pretty sure I literally fucking told you that.
Yeah, didn't I say this guy was cancel culture? Some people were like, "Oh, Tommy being hard." Hey, Willie, suck my dick. Willie, blow me. All right.
I mean,
blow me, Willie.
I'm 100%
oh, hey, Nick, blow me. He's cancel culture. Blow me. Everybody was like, I don't know, Tommy. Well, now you know. Now you know. Somebody wrote me, Edwin can get it. I wrote, here's a hot take. I don't care if Edwin gave her coke. And I don't care. She's 20 years fucking old.
I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't care. She gave an underage person coke. Well, nobody's supposed to be doing coke, so what does that matter? You fucking dipshit. Some guy wrote me, Edwin can get away with rape for all I care, but my problem is he's gay. And I go, fair point. Here's what else I wrote. In 1999, I fucked a fat girl, never called her back. Cancel that, Steve, you fucking cuck. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, just like, yeah, I was right. Fuck everybody that said I was fucking out of line for that shit. You know, stick it up your ass. I was absolutely right about that guy. Well, and I'm right about John Swan, too. I was right about him.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm usually right. I smell negative traits a mile away, so everybody can just blow me. I don't know. You're being a little hard on those guys. They're a bunch of phonies and frauds. Crows, Sen, all of them. I don't know, Tommy. Al, you're just gonna have to trust my experience and judgment. Yeah. Did you tell me Steve DeLeve told somebody to kill himself today? On that?
He said KYS.
Oh, you know what we should get? You know what we should do? We'll get Greeked on that. We're gonna get Greeked on that. He's gonna make of it. You shouldn't tell people to kill themselves, Steve DeLeve. That's very like, you're really insensitive towards mental fucking health. Kill yourself. God, get on that right away. Get Greeked, for fuck's sake. Suck my balls.
Well, what's going on right now is he's defending Repsion's girlfriend. Or ex-girlfriend, and now like his friends are kind of like being like, Steve,
that guy would defend Hitler if he didn't like fucking Edwin. You know, it's just ridiculous at this point.
What?
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, literally, if Edwin said the fucking water's wet, Steve DeLeve would make a video on him saying he's full of shit. Like, what a douchebag! And I saw that coming 7,000 miles away. But what did he say to me? But you're known for getting things right. Yeah, Steve, I am! So you got Sen, who everybody knows is absolutely one shade off of being a retard. You got you, Mr. Cancel Culture, and prove my point. The only ones left is Crows, and I don't know enough about them to even say anything. Let's just be honest, guys. Let's just be really honest. All fucking three of you right now. You want what the AIDS community has. And instead of trying to compete with us, you're trying to cancel us via our opinions. So you get more credibility in the eyes of the public. That's what I told them. They're trying to move in. That's what they're doing. That's what I told Nick. Nick's like, no! That's what they're doing. They can't do it by making alliances. They can't do it by doing what fucking Get Greek did to me. Kind of made me look like a fucking idiot, legitimately. You know, when I said the pyro thing was a fucking, you know, in the bag. And I came to him, I was like, look, I know, you kind of got me. Because he sent me the video, and I'm like, you got me. Is there any way I can defend myself? He could have said no. But I have a good reputation. So he's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, good, I'll shout you out then. But he could have said, no, I'm sorry. You said that, and that's on you, and that's a part of the narrative of my video. And I'm like, all right. And I come on here and say, hey, you see that Get Greek video? Yeah, he's kind of right. I can't do anything about it. But I'm never helping him. Fuck him. Jerk off. Oh, God. What a bunch of douchebags. Every one of them, a douchebag. Big douchebags. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're trying, like look, here's what you do. How about this? You want to beat me? Be like Augie. He beat me. Fair and square. Now you got to get. Well, you waiting to find out? You waiting to find out if I give my wife a right cross one day? Is that what's gonna cancel me? Go fuck yourself, every one of you. Y'all suck. I don't even can listen to you guys ramble on. You're boring. All right, Brian Skull Coffee on you.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
How can I help you?
Pretty sure that's Brienne, but whatever.
It's Brienne.
Brienne?
First of all, whoever says Lamau.
I
hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too.
Thank you.
I agree with you. I always hate it.
Thank you.
I want to hit my head, especially.
Yeah, but you sound. I gotta be honest with you, though. You sound like kind of a normie complaining about it. Because Jeff's half a normie. You know
I'd say 90% normie. I just show up. I just show up and laugh at this stupidity.
Yeah.
Look, I was born in the 90s. I grew up when text messaging became a thing and the whole LOL shit. And I'm just like, I was never.
I thought it was stupid then too.
So I was just like, oh my God, why do you have to go?
You know what I used to do? I used to do this act. It was just to make. I used to work for. I worked for a 56K modem dial-up company, and I used to do this bit where I would talk like I was in a chat. And I would write, 23M, 23M, sex, no strings attached. And I would when I'd laugh at something, I would say LOL. We did this whole fucking bit where you talk like you're in. It was really funny. We did it around the office.
Oh my God! But yeah, anyways, so about the Zero case, I never really had an opinion. I didn't have a good opinion on him, but. Yeah. After seeing more evidence, I can clearly say that technicals, unfortunately,
this is not.
I don't know what he was thinking. I
don't know if it's over yet. I'm gonna give Tech a break. Tech's a good YouTuber. I want to see if somebody fucking drive. Maybe John dropped the fucking ball. See, I don't take John at face value, so I'm gonna be very, very interested in what Tech has to say going forward. And I am perfectly willing, and unlike technicals, don't have an ego about being proven wrong. So go to work. Let's see it.
That's another thing, is I saw him just become completely defensive and kind of not really defending his points anymore online. And I was just like, that's not how you do that. Now you're just making yourself look like an ass.
That's kind of why he was, I think, kind of brought in and accepted in our side of the community, because we thought that's who he was. And then, when I heard him and Nick go at it, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, at least
what is
Nick
going
is
on here?
Points.
What is going on here?
He's asking questions that you don't have answers to, and if you don't have answers to it, then
the video's
I'm
awful.
sorry, technicals,
the
but
video's
a bad
indefensible,
video.
as far as I can see. The video's indefensible. So how much you want to bet that he doesn't make a video defending his last video. No, he's fine because the ratio's good on his video. He's going to make a video attacking the critics. You know?
I don't know. I think he was in the wrong. Like, yes, going over the points that were false was a good thing, but
yeah, sure.
That's about all he did.
I don't think anybody's
video.
brought Jisoo up. Well, Jisoo was right. I haven't seen anybody said that. Maybe he found somebody, but it was in our community.
Like, Zero's guilty. He's got the common signs of nobody knew he was doing it. He was telling her not to tell anyone. Blah blah blah. So yeah.
There you go.
And he used Lamau, okay?
Lamau.
Ew, gross.
Lamau.
Disgusting. I can't stand that shit.
He was a Lamauing over 14-year-old girls. All right, thanks for the call,
Oh
sweetheart.
my God.
Take care. Ooh. Speaking of Lamau, the sexiest woman in Denmark, how are you? Happy Hanukkah, my sweet. I didn't say it to you before.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Well, it's over now.
Did you have fun? Yeah, I know. It was like 2 days. 16th was over, right?
Yeah.
Or, not the 16th, the 6th.
Yeah, we had fun. It was
You guys,
nice.
you getting good stuff?
Yeah, I got lots of good stuff. I got a new headset.
That's it? What'd you get?
Well,
so how do you guys, I don't know, how do you do it in the States? You get like one gift every day, or is like...
Yeah, for like 8 days.
For 8 days straight? Okay. But it's not like, because the way the Christian kids, it's like Christmas morning, all 8 days? That's bullshit! You know, that's the way the Christian
No,
kids,
it's like one gift.
It's one gift. But it's like the last day, the big one, though? Is that like the Christmas morning? That's the big one.
That's when I got the headset. So.
That's when you got the headset? Oh, okay. So you only get one gift, though. That kind of sucks.
I mean, like... That's how it's supposed to be, but not everyone follows
Not everybody
the
does
rules.
it. Well, here's one thing I do know. You'll never have as much fun as we do. So, you don't have Santa Claus.
Why?
You'll never have
I think it's fun. It's like Christmas morning for 8 days. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got it. Well, you're not off of work, though. You still have to go to work, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because it's different days every year. It kind of sucks. See, no.
Yeah.
I can honestly say if I get Seth Rogen's pain. I get it. You know, he wants Santa Claus. Shit, it rocked. I feel bad for you Jewish people.
I think it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm just busting nuts. Relax.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What do you got for me?
Well, it's just like I don't know. I've been following it for a while because I'm kind of in like the Smash area.
No, really?
And I love Smash.
Get out, please. You're my friend. I consider you a friend. Go away. Don't go near there.
Okay, well, Smash community. I play it a lot, and I watch streamers who play it and stuff in their chat.
Oh,
it's like I'm not grooming children, so I'm not.
Yeah.
In
I wish you
yet.
would crash a helicopter into where they're having their next match. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'll try just for you.
Yeah. Did you? Were those choppers you flew? Were they armed? Did they have any missiles on them?
Yeah. Well, I was never on like an actual expedition.
Oh, you have an expedition? Have you ever fired one?
Yeah, like when you're training, you get to fire them.
Oh God.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I fired a fucking a 203 grenade launcher. It gave me a boner. It was fucking fantastic. It does. Gave you a boner too, apparently.
Where can I do this? I'm in.
I'll hook you
gotta
up.
join the military, Jeff.
I'll hook you up. If you're ever in the area, I'll hook you up.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's just take out some small Swedish village. Nobody will know it's gone. We're up there.
I would love to do that. I'd let it know.
Or even Finland. Nobody cares about Finland.
like this thing I have with me is that's great and all, but I'd like some bigger shit
cool.
to use.
It's so cool being a pilot, man. They were. I don't know about you guys, but they weren't like, if you were like, even the guys that were pilots but that served the pilot, like the regular soldiers, there was a whole different world there. They kind of broke all the rules, so I think they were having much more fun than we were. I don't know if it's like that where you're from, but the pilots,
it is.
they were, it's like a completely different world. They're so much looser on so much stuff. It's a whole different. They didn't even have to wear hats. I remember that. They didn't have to do that. They never had to wear hats or some shit like that. I forget.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we have to, but we don't do it. You
don't do it, yeah, because you know why? I know why it is, because you're not supposed to wear hats on the tarmac or in the airfield because they could get blown off. So what happens is when you're nowhere near it, you still don't wear a hat, which is because if you don't have your hat on, your regular Army, they crawl all. The sergeant's gonna go insane. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I wish you'd fire a couple rockets in the next Evo. That'd be great. Just hit the Smash people.
I'll see if I can do it.
I mean, that honestly might create a better smell.
Roasted Old Spice.
Well, I think it would just be roasted flesh, but that'd still be better.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Chef.
I don't think they're using old spice.
I think I'm coming back to playing poker like next year, or maybe late if I have some time.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm getting there. I'm doing a lot of other stuff. It's more work related at this point. So take care, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
All right.
Damn, I wish I was fucking 20 years younger.
But seriously, like if anybody has a rocket, I want
the Danish Jewish girl that fires rockets out of helicopters. That's a fucking turn on. Too bad. Oh well. I got you, baby.
Hello.
How are you? Don't look at me that way. It was a joke.
Okay, so I've went to like 1 or 2 Smash tournaments, and my worst experience is like some guy, I guess he was like the TO, he walks by me, and I could just smell like ass.
You went to one of these things and they smelled like ass? Were you expecting something else? Because
I thought it was going to be better because it was like at an arcade. And so like,
I don't know why you'd expect the smell at an arcade to be good, but...
Actually, the arcade actually didn't have a bad smell.
Yeah, my arcade never had a bad smell. I don't remember that. There was always like one smelly guy. It wasn't like, you got to understand something, Jeff. They had to make a rule. Like you could be disqualified from the tournament if you smell bad. Yeah, like they actually had to make a rule.
And all that. Like everyone was well dressed and
really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, except for the Smash Bros. All t-shirts, like cargo.
I'm sure the top players shower.
Well, there was actually one top player who smelled like fruit perfume. I didn't like it, but
did you just go there to smell the players? Was it
I just told everybody. I remember. Those are just
what top player was smelling like Fruity Loops?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Was it Leffen?
You got a list?
No, actually.
Would be funny. Would it be funny just to go to one of those things and like you have a guy and he has like a pad with him, right? And you just walk up to one of the players and go and just turn to the guy with the pad. Okay, write this down. Fruity.
Yeah, but
musky scent.
Yeah, little musky.
My only reason, like my only disagreement with the John Swan video was the end. I mean, I don't know why he was trying to say that technicals, I guess, condoned what his brother did. And like
no, I don't think he was saying that. I think what he was saying, I should have probably went over that. What this guy's talking about, let me explain to the audience. What he's talking about is Technicals was the head of a group chat where his brother, who turns out to be a public figure, so he's game. I didn't know that at the time. I still have my whether it should have been brought up or not, but it's too late now. And to be honest with you, you could. What they're trying to do is show they're trying to get like there's no fucking rational reason that Tech would have stuck up for Zero because knowing what we know. All right. So what they're doing, and I don't know if it's even necessary, is saying, yeah, he might be doing it because of the situation with his brother, the way he got canceled. That's reaching into Technical's mind and guessing what he's thinking. I don't particularly like that kind of thing. But that being said, Technicals was in that group chat. Apparently he's a twin. He's the same age as his brother. His brother posted penis pictures in a chat where kids were as young as 13 and 12 or something like that.
I saw that.
So I don't know. I don't think anybody's claiming that Technicals is anything other than responsible. I guess. Well, did he throw the brother out of the chat? I mean,
I don't think he did. But I mean, like my point, like, because I have.
I mean, he is somewhat responsible if he's that old.
No, like I do think he is responsible, but like a lot of the videos and like the best I see around it is like talking in hindsight, like yeah, he could have done better, but I mean, no point in telling him that now. He probably already knows that, and like when you have siblings, you kind of have a lower bar.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I kind of felt bad for. I mean, I think Cuomo's a big punk, but I'd have done the same thing for my brother too. You know?
Yeah, like you know, we just let our siblings get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, and a lot of times, you know, yeah, of course, there's a bond there and stuff like that. I could have let it go. Yeah, but I mean, I think at the worst, Technicals it does have sort of responsibility. I don't know, like the first time sex came up, somebody needed to clamp down on that shit when there's fucking kids that aren't even high school in there, you know. If you know, drawing naked pictures and stuff like that. I gotta be honest here. I think that community a good part of them don't really have a grasp on what's appropriate to talk about and not talk about kids around. I think that's abundantly clear. And John.
Normal people in the normal world don't talk about having sex.
No, it's sex in front of kids, right? I mean, I could see a mistake happening. You know, like they were starting talking, I banged this broad yesterday. Dude, fucking so-and-so's in the shower. That's fucking, something like that.
Yeah.
And John even said that, by the way, I think, in the video, in fairness to
like going into detail on it. It's like, okay.
See, I always thought this was like a fucking, it really didn't have anything to do with anything. I don't.
Like the defense of the Smash guys, a lot of them are mentally like backwards. It's slight defense, but that's not really a good. A lot of them are not really up to
I don't know. I wouldn't let my kid go to a damn thing. And I wouldn't let my kid go there. You got to be 18, and then you're better off to deal with it.
But you got to look at it like from the perspective of someone who plays a game. The online is dog shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So like the only way.
It's good on Melee though. It's good on Melee. Oh, I got to reinstall that program too.
Melee?
Yeah, Melee Online's good because they have that app for it now. It's fucking amazing. That Dolphin app.
Yeah.
Have you ever played that?
I tried it, but
Dolphin app.
I don't like how Melee plays in general. So,
really?
I mean, yeah.
I think I have it. Hold on a second. What is that called?
But that's all I really wanted to say. Like, I don't know. I don't think the brother situation really has.
Sippy. Yeah,
I don't think it plays like. I don't think it really sways me much because I know like when your siblings does something, it's not really the same as when.
Well, again, it's them trying to say this is why Technical stuck up for Zero the way he did. He projected his brother, but I mean, it's almost like a fucking diagnosis.
Yeah.
And there's no way to know whether to me it doesn't matter. It's just all that ever. And everybody got away from the video in this case. All that ever mattered was the video and the quality of it, and the fact that certain parts of it didn't make sense. It turned into a fucking drama versus two factions on YouTube, and it didn't need to be that way.
Like one thing I will say is like if you're gonna go and psychoanalyze Technicals, you can't get mad if he tries to psychoanalyze Zero or someone else. You know. I
don't think get mad. I just don't think it's a good. First of all, let me change it. You can do it. You could do it, but I just don't think it's a good idea as far as if you're making videos, because then for all you know, some doctor comes up and makes you look ridiculous. You know. It's another thing. It's another thing. It's like you know, John says, I don't. He goes, look, I'm not a doctor, but I think this guy's a pedophile by this behavior. Okay, sure. We've got the DMC3. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what fucking that is.
Like if I were Technicals and I was making the video, I would have just had the initial points, and then the Zero, the Katie thing, I would have just been like, I'm not going to get into this.
I don't know if you can do that. See, I think that's the major flaw. No, you're wrong, because I don't think you can do that. The fact that was omitted, the way it was omitted, kills Technical's videos, in my personal opinion.
But you have to remember too, the videos for the Smash community, and like the assumption is that the Smash community already knows kind of what was, you know.
Yeah, he does make videos for that community only.
So like, if he was making it for the greater public, then I would understand, but. If you're in context of the Smash community, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Like it would help, but it's not necessarily necessary.
I think you hit the nail on the head. He makes his stuff, and I was hoping he was going to grow out of that and move there, because it's not why. I think that's exactly why this went haywire and the community started fighting, because that only works over there. It's not going to work in the general public, and it's certainly going to work on this side of the internet. Thank you for the call. I really appreciate it.
A Smash video.
Take care.
Have a good one, guys.
You too. That's the problem with it. It's like, you know, the Smash community accepts it. You know, like outside of that, you're not getting a lot of sympathy. Period. That's all. That's as far as it goes, and that's what I was hoping Technicals would get out of there. That's what I hoped. Agmar, what do you want?
Hey, what's going on? I just got done watching John Swan's video this morning. I think it's pretty good. I didn't disagree with anything in it. I think Nick and Edwin kind of already echoed those points, but I would say during the time with their altercation, it kind of got lost in the mud, if you get what I'm saying.
John always takes what's echoed, of course.
Yeah, and I think he kind of made it more I guess digestible.
Digestible, I think is a good point. No, I think the video is good. My issues with John are withstanding. The video's good.
Yeah, I know.
I really don't like him, and he knows it. And he never really liked me, and I never really liked him. And then when I tried to like him, it was kind of phony on both our sides because we just really didn't like each other. Yeah, but that doesn't mean like, all right. He's a big phony. He made a lot. Doesn't mean his video is shit. You know, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean this video's a lie.
Man, it's so weird because I used to like hate him, but now I watch this one video and
I
I'm like,
still hate him.
He just goes mask off like this all the time.
Yeah,
subbed.
Let's see. John's cherry picked paragraphs out of the DMS5. He should have used the ICD-10 and JAMA. See, that's the thing. And I know Tommy sees cats in the medical business. What you just did is exactly why I would never use a medical thing to back up my argument. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know exactly what I'm looking at. And I know a doctor can come in. Yes, that means what you said it did. But it also means A, B, and C. Oh, and here's 3 other books backing that up. And this, you know, like that's why I don't do that stuff. I just call them psychopaths. Get out of my way, you fucking sociopath. You know.
All right, that's all I had, man. Sorry.
Take care, man.
Good
call. Sure. Yep. Nerdy John. Tommy sees cats not a doctor. She's in the medical business.
All right. Hello.
Go ahead.
So I think Steve was explaining this on Twitter. He was spurging out, and he was saying, well, technically they both broke the law, so Edwin shouldn't comment on it. Tell me, Tommy, what's worse? Trying to solicit nudes from a 14-year-old or buying a 20-year-old some alcohol? Tell me which is worse.
I don't know. Like 20-year-old alcohol. Jesus Christ. I don't know. It's that whole fucking side of the internet. That's all they know. They're not entertaining. That's all they know, and it just doesn't really surprise me all that much. To be honest with you, they're not entertaining. That's all they know. That's it.
I just find it so funny. As soon as they saw someone with like any remote following have beef with Nick, they all came out of the fucking woodwork.
Yeah, I know. Like that's why I can't respect them. You know, you want to beat me? You want to beat us? Beat us like fucking Augie beat us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, beat us like Kovacs did. You know?
And like here's another to comment a little bit on Zero. Okay, so you're saying that your statement that you made was a suicide note and it was self-sabotage.
Okay.
Well, you need to bring proof that it's up to Tech and Zero to prove that it was fake. And throughout this entire saga, neither of them have proved that.
That's true. They it's self-sabotage. So all right, how does that change Katie's statement?
Yeah.
That's a good point. I should have said it. I didn't think of saying it that way. No, that's a really good point. Like, okay, you self-sabotage. Does that mean Katie's a liar? And even more so, you have to say Katie's a liar. They didn't do that. And I think there's a reason they didn't do it. I don't think Katie's lying. I think Katie's a lot more credible than Zero. And I think Katie's a lot more credible than Technicals. It all matched up. Right? And then the fact that, you know, that the screen leaked and like, oh, let's go after Katie and let's do this and that's it. They weren't fucking remorseful. I mean, you know what I think happened? John Swan's half right. I think Technicals believes that Katie made it up, but he can't prove it. But he still, it's just like this. If you can't prove it, it didn't happen. That's what you got to do when you're making a video. So he can't prove it, but he still thinks it happened. So, but then you can't tackle the issue. So he tackled it. It's just, and it's lame. It's just it's just lame and stupid. It's just a bad video, and I don't know the brother stuff, and it's just I don't know. That should.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on like the brother situation or Zaptai because that's not the core of the argument.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what I think Technical is going to have to do. He's going to yell Zaptai and you guys a bunch of grifting phonies. That doesn't change fucking Zero's statements. You know, that's not going to really impress me. So that's it.
And I guess he was liking tweets on like, well, they defended Eugenia Cooney, who had a known predator in her server.
You liked a tweet like that?
Yeah, he liked.
We didn't defend the predator. We defended Eugenia Cooney for fucking missing the moderation or like she's not responsible. We didn't defend Eugenia Cooney. We didn't defend her in the fucking Discord. We say, hey, I think it's a little ridiculous to say that she's not responsible for that.
Mm-hmm. So
you know, like how is that? That's a lot different than being like your brother putting dick pics when 13 years old and you're in charge of the chat. I mean, it's like miles away.
Tommy, it was a meme. Remember, it was just a meme.
Yeah. Well, Sure.
Just to me.
Sure. I think that should be. I'm sure a lot of pedophiles will get their cases overturned if they in prison if they just say that. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Your Honor, it was a meme. Anyway, have a good one, guys.
Take care, man. Bye bye. I don't know. Who's that? That's the guy from.
I don't know what the name is.
What do you want? Is he muted?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
For a person of
color.
He looks. It looks like the character from what you call it? Among Us. Among Us character. You're on the air.
Oh, what's up, Tommy? Hello.
What's on your mind?
Hello, gentlemen.
What's on your mind?
Hello.
So basically, I mean, I feel like you remember that whole Keemstar and Augie debate?
No, I didn't watch
with
it.
technicals and shit.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, Matt did. I didn't.
So I feel like Augie would have won that debate if he called technicals a hard R.
Yeah, I should know. Enigma, Nito Sauce, you're on the air. Why don't you close the show?
Can you hear me, Tommy?
No.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Do you think Steve DeLeave was molested by Michael Jackson?
Get the fuck out of here, you asshole. I'm done. Put my stamp on it. Oh man, I think Steve DeLeave was molested by life. He's fucking got a tin can for a brain. Big dipshit. Oh man, what does Willie's always tell me? They're just doing what you're doing, Tommy. Yeah, they are. I know that. I know they're doing it. Like, why do you hate fucking those guys? Like, because they're fucking rats. They're YouTube rats, and I've been doing this a long time, and I know a rat when I see one.
And they wouldn't talk like that to your face.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they really wouldn't. Apparently, they were going really hard on me during the pyro thing when I did the show, not knowing that, and they were really, really nice. Jerk off. So yeah, they're fucking rats. All of them. Fuck them. Fuck Sen. He can't get over the fact that, like, he's like, like, Sen, here's the thing. I know you're really mad at me and you can't stop bringing up my fucking name in your shows. It's not my fault you're a retard. I didn't do it. God did. Take it up with him. I had nothing to do with your retardation. Nothing. So it's like, when people listen to the times you called in and you made an utter jackass of yourself, I had nothing to do with that. I swear to God. I didn't prep you before. I didn't groom you into saying, here's what I need. Make an idiot of yourself and I'll give you a shout out or something like that. No, I didn't do it. You did that all on your fucking own. Same thing with DeLeave. Steve should leave. And Crows, he rubs me the wrong way. He's just a rat. I don't even know anything about him. I think it's Willie likes him.
I haven't. He's not a bad guy.
Maybe he isn't, but I get that he's giving me that vibe, and he sleeps with fucking dogs, and I can feel the fleas biting my nuts. Same thing with fucking John. I don't like him either. He gave me that fucking vibe too. You know what? I regret not following that feeling. It's not hard proof, I admit, more often than when I don't. The only thing annoying about it is when it's like, why don't you want to hang out with him, or what's wrong with that guy? And I say something like, oh man, you're just going too far with it, man. And then they prove me right. Go fuck yourself. I was right about John.
And they give you no credit.
I was right about Steve. Yeah, they give you no credit.
Yeah.
Wrong side. Let's get the fuck out of here, Jeff. Thank you for being on, Jeff. Thank you all. Thank you for your generous donations and everything that you do. God, I hope next year's better than this one. Coming down. I'll see you around. I'll wait for Technical's video. See what happens.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town, the King's home, slapping fives, Blackstone, 6
The Book of Boba Fett.
Waffle calls, affiliated to evolution.
December 29th, Disney Plus.
Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly.
I am Boba Fett.
Express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
Shit better not suck.